this week's recap of Dancing with the Stars.
It's episode 10, but it's also the quarterfinals.
Quarter.
Each celebrity and pro partner will be doing 2 dances. 2!
Right. So the first round, they are dancing solo.
The second round, they're doing a
Duets.
Showstopper. Yeah. All right, so no Tamar in the open. Why do you ask?
She's in the hospital.
What?
They took her to the hospital during the dress rehearsal today, so they don't even know what's going to happen.
Hey guys, this is live TV. Anything can happen.
Woo, you got to... I'm sure everybody working on that show was just like the whole night. Because, like, that's serious.
I know, but I'm sure it wasn't as haphazard as they made it seem, though.
I think it was kind of haphazard, because when you factor in that it wasn't just one couple that would be affected by this, they also had the duets.
She probably said, you know what, I'm not going to be there for the first one because Val did not even get dressed.
Mm-hmm.
And she's probably like, you know what, I'm going to try and make it for the second one. But for the purposes of TV, Tom Bergeron was all like, I don't know what's going to happen. She's not back. She may come back.
We know what happened.
All right, so let's talk about the first performance.
We'll talk about Tamar more when we get to her. So first up, Alec and Lindsay. They started things off with a salsa to freaking back it up.
Back it up.
We love that song.
Wax that chest.
Oh, we were eating our dinner during that.
I wanted to put my dinner back in the kitchen and just...
And never eat again.
It looked like they took off some of his skin as well. It was disgusting.
Well, let's talk about their dance this week. So, he did all the steps, but...
It was pretty rough. You know what I got the feeling of? Like when you go and take dance lessons back in the day, and they put the footprints on the floor, and they're like, step,
yeah, you don't do that anymore.
Step. Yeah. It kind of, not as severe as that, but
he did all the steps, but there was no feeling in it. There were no hips in it. This is a salsa for crying out loud.
I thought they were pretty fair, I guess. 24 could have been a little bit lower. I mean, it was like Bear in a Swamp. He was like one level above Bear in a Swamp.
All right. Next up, Alexa and Mark. They were doing a contemporary dance.
All right. This was all about her battle with bulimia.
Yeah,
and
she
Mark
really opened up.
Bulimia.
Yeah, at first I was like, whoa, who's Mark supposed to be? Like, he's looking rough.
Yeah.
Oh, he's bulimia.
Okay.
So that explains that.
This was a really great performance. I have no qualms about that.
I felt like she really left it all out there.
I thought it was a little bit dark choreography for the show, though.
I don't know. I think the theme of it was okay.
The theme was okay if it was... the dance would have been way better if it was less of Mark dragging her around and like.
It was a lot of that like throw thing that they do, and I was like, I know, like we saw it already. We've seen it.
Not only that, but it's just like, why didn't you focus on like her beating it?
Because she beat it at the very end. It was a long battle.
I guess it was.
It was okay, but I thought with what she was given, she really did a good job.
I agree.
I just wasn't a fan of that as a whole. You know what I mean?
All right, so she got a 30 out of that one. Well done.
Okay, next up, Carlos and Whitney.
Argentine Tango.
When I heard that they were dancing to What Do You Mean by Justin Bieber, I
was like, that is so cool.
I'm sorry, I'm so obsessed with his latest music. It's so like good and not Justin Bieber.
It was so good and yet so painful for Carlos.
Oh, that
Gird your
rehearsal
loins,
package.
boy.
Whitney has like these magnets on her legs that like...
Heel to the testes. Just ask
Alfonso. Do you need a snack?
Alfonso Ribeiro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you going with that?
It's like Erin.
Oh, okay.
She always makes a point of saying Ribeiro.
Well, what are you going to do?
All right. Well...
What'd you think of the dance?
I thought it was really great.
I really liked the choreography. But at times I thought like... things were a little bit rushed. Like, Whitney would go down into that, like, assisted split thing, and they, like, wouldn't finish out the move. You know what I mean?
At times, too, when they were doing the contemporary part, like, with the door in between them, it wasn't tight.
It wasn't exactly
No.
in sync the way it should have
It
been.
could have been a little tighter, and then it would have been phenomenal.
Well, they spent all that time on the cruise ship this week.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. 27 for that dance.
Okay.
All right, my favorite little Bindi
Oh,
and
Bindi.
Zarek.
They had a Viennese waltz.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, last week they were super nitpicky about Bindi because they have to say something to her. I'm sorry, she's like on another level compared to everybody else.
She really is. So she did the beginning of this one and the very, very end blindfolded.
It was a Viennese waltz. And
I can't find anything bad to say about it. It was magical.
it was beautiful.
Perfect.
It was perfect with that song. Of course, they had to be like, yo, this song is by Mark Ballas's girlfriend. Shout out.
That leap that she did towards the
That
end.
was crazy.
It was just it was magical. There's no other word to describe it.
Yeah.
Perfect. 30.
It's just such a great partnership between the two of them.
Derek has that connection with all of his partners, it seems
I don't
like.
think all of them. Okay, so it was a perfect 30, like you said.
All right.
Next up, Tamar and Val.
They had a
Sort of.
contemporary,
Yeah.
but she won there. So they had to go by Melissa Rycroft rules and go
Use
with
the dress rehearsal footage.
Which wasn't that good.
Like when you do the dress rehearsal, it's not the same as the performance. You don't have all that energy from the crowd. You can't feed off the crowd. And, you know, you probably don't take it as seriously.
And she's
got also
pneumonia.
like very, very sick.
Very, very sick.
Mm-hmm.
So Carrie Ann, I swear to God, I wanted to rip her arms off. Goes in there and said, "It's a wicked shame."
Oh my gosh!
Because the
they
name of the
danced to-
song, A Wicked Game. Wicked Game.
Yeah. More of the routine, like, I really liked the choreography and the concept of this, but you could tell it was not her best. I don't know if that was because of it being dress rehearsal or because she was so ill. Or
I think it was a
both.
combination of both.
But it just,
She was very, very sick.
we've seen a lot better from her.
Yeah. She's got a very busy schedule.
Well,
22.
22.
At least Carrie Ann made up for that awful pun with an 8.
What a pun. Next up, Nick and Sharna with a quick step.
This was fantastic.
It was.
Although, however, it was the slightest bit out of sync.
He was in the Backstreet Boys.
I know.
I know, okay. Yeah.
And it was just the three guys.
Oh my god, though. Nick totally embraced this character. Like Julianne said, it was like watching a Broadway show.
I absolutely loved this routine.
I did too.
This was phenomenal to me.
Sharna was like a blue Jessica Rabbit, not the Heidi Klum one.
No.
I loved
so
it.
good.
I loved it. I thought he did a fantastic job.
I'm really shocked that he only got a 28.
Well, I think other people noticed when he was out of sync too. And also, his frame was not great. I
No.
have to say, his frame was not great.
I know, but the whole concept was just so much fun.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so that was it for round 1. Round 2, it's the duets.
All right. This is something that has never been done before, and I think it was really kind of neat.
I liked it. Not only did they do the duets, it was supposed to be like show-stopping stage numbers.
The thing that I liked about this so much was that instead of them going head to head, they had to like team up.
were a
And
team.
yeah, I really liked that. They've
And
never
everybody
really done that.
Everybody got to go on a field trip, so that's
Yes.
cool.
So the first field trip was to a cruise ship to watch a production of We Will Rock You.
Yep, so that was Alec and Lindsay and Carlos and Whitney.
They were doing a Paso-esque dance inspired by the show, inspired by Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, and their song was We Will Rock You.
And there was some really nice choreography in this. However, the performance I felt was really kind of lukewarm.
Well, there was another aspect to this too that we haven't mentioned yet. They had to have the two celebrities dance together without their partners for 30 seconds.
Right. And the part when Carlos and Alec danced together, it was like very weak.
Well, they had that really cool
Give them
flip
boys
in
some
there.
Viagra. So that
Okay, when Carlos flipped over
was
Alec,
pretty
that was
cool.
crazy. They could have had more stuff like that. I don't think they you know, I think they
didn't
played it
go
a little
full
safe.
potential.
They played it a little safe, but it was really cool how they had the neon paint and stuff.
Yeah.
Or the glow in the dark
That
paint.
made me want to throw up though when they were waiting for their scores, and they look like. I'm not gonna go there.
Don't. Okay.
All right.
So they got a 24.
Second field trip was to see Chicago, the musical in New York City.
Yeah. So that was Derek and Bindi and Alexa and Mark.
And it was supposed to be a Charleston.
It seemed like the dances they gave them to do for these numbers were kind of like guidelines.
Yeah. This was not very Charleston-esque.
Well, I mean, it had Charleston moves, but I would have liked to have seen more partner work.
That aside, I effing loved it.
I loved it too. Oh my god, you can't go wrong with like Fosse.
I love Chicago. I love the whole all that jazz thing, and it was just great.
Fosse?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so they got a 30.
And I thought Bindi and Alexa both did a really good job with it.
They worked together so well. You could see the real camaraderie at the end when they finished. And they
So
were just like, I love you.
they got a perfect score, and they both got perfect 60s for the whole night.
All right. The final one, which Tamar did show up for.
Well, you say it like she rolled out of bed and showed up.
They made it like way more dramatic than
They
it
had to
probably
fill the
actually
time.
was. Yeah. Well, it was the last field trip was to Vegas, baby.
Woo!
Vegas, baby, Vegas.
They got to see Love, the Beatles show.
Cirque du Soleil.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to see Love.
Oh, too.
All right, so that was Tamar and Val and Nick and Sharna.
They were dancing to the finale number, which is Hey Jude, and it was supposed to be a rumba.
Okay.
There was some rumba in there.
I just could not get past the fact that Tamar was so sick.
Yeah, I gotta give her props for pulling it together.
Absolutely.
And just like completing this dance. How? What?
I thought she was gonna Marie Osmond out on us.
Yeah, she looked really rough after that.
Yeah.
I was like really nervous for her, but I thought, you know, she was a trooper for pulling this off. I thought Nick did a great job.
Yeah, Nick really pulled up the slack.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a 27.
This was the only duet where they had a male and female celebrity, so
They were actually able to like dance together. For real.
yeah, so they got a 27.
All right, so we're still having an elimination because Tamar's not off the show.
Yeah,
if she
Tom was
hadn't
like-
showed up, she would have been off. That's what the lawyers said.
Whoa.
Lawyers/liars.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the bottom two. It's drama.
Oh, it's super drama. It is Alexa and Mark versus Carlos and Whitney.
Oh my
What?
gosh. So during the commercial break, they're freaking out. We got to see a little bit of that. Guys, like,
This is the worst thing ever.
this is not a life or death situation. Like, you're both still alive. One
You're
of you
both-
is going to be sitting in the audience
You're both
instead of
making
backstage.
bank still. Come on.
Just like, chill out. Chill out.
I don't know who was more upset.
I don't know. Alexa and Mark were eliminated. And Carlos was like, I wish it was me instead of you.
He really loves her, okay?
I know, but like, guys, it's gonna be okay.
Give them what they want, baby. All right.
Okay.
Let us know what you thought in the comments. This was a drama-filled evening on all
Oh,
fronts.
it was, yeah. So next week is the semifinals. Should be good.
Yeah. And only one more show after that. I cannot wait
Well,
to see the freestyle.
I'm sure it's a two-night
one more
finale.
performance show and then one result show.
Whatever you say.
I cannot wait to see the freestyles because
Well, stop skipping ahead.
till next time,
Much love.
Edit.